10 years ago, in early 2007, I presented my first digital marketing seminar. I called it the 13 Pillars of Internet Marketing. In fact, you can still view it on YouTube. Back then, digital marketing, or internet marketing as it was more commonly called, was small enough to be a single topic. I never heard of anyone specialising in just a section of digital marketing. That seemed too niche back then. The 13 Pillars of Internet Marketing morphed into the 26-week digital marketing plan, and it was that I honed and delivered as an in-person seminar across the UK over the next couple of years. Over the years after that, I continued to update my 26-week digital marketing plan up until 2014. The online version that I poured my heart and soul into in early 2014 includes more than 26 hours of video training, just me sharing as much as I could over 26 hours of video. I knew as I was finishing up that version of the 26-week plan that it wouldn't be sane for me to try and do it again, at least just by myself without any help. So I took a little break while I decided what I wanted to do next. By the summer of 2014, I knew what I should do. I'd always loved podcasting. I'd dabbled in it since 2006. That's what I'll do, I thought to myself. I'll start a podcast that interviews all the top digital marketers on their specific area of expertise. At the same time, I wanted to produce a highly professional sounding show. I knew that when I listened to podcasts myself, I switched off when the audio quality was poor. After a lot of research, I ordered what I considered to be the best equipment. An RE20 microphone, a Soundcraft mixer, and a Zoom H5 audio recorder if you're interested, and set about mastering how to produce the best quality sound. In August 2014, Digital Marketing Radio was born, and since then I've had the pleasure and privilege of interviewing over 180 niche digital marketing experts on their specialist subject. I didn't know precisely what I was going to get out of it. All I knew was that I wanted to do it, and that if I stuck with it and did a great job, I'd gain so much. Many things that I hadn't even considered. And that's exactly what happened. Every single week, if not more often, I interviewed a top digital marketing expert. I was consistent. Some shows attracted more listeners than others, but that wasn't a concern. I just wanted to make them as good as possible and be consistent. By November 2015, I'd interviewed around 120 experts. I'd started to live broadcast each interview, and it seemed like the time was right to arrange the next challenge. I wanted to invite everyone who had been on the show so far to all be on a live one-off digital marketing predictions show. Thankfully, 54 of the experts that I'd already interviewed were able to make it for the December 2015 live special. You can watch a replay of that show at digitalmarketingradio.com/2016 predictions. It went really well. Virtually every guest was able to join me bang on schedule. And thanks to the technology, Blab, which unfortunately no longer exists, I was able to manage the appearances of all my guests on a single 2-hour show. Fast forward to November 2016, and I was ready to do it again. By this stage, I'd interviewed 180 guests, and I was ready to do something even bigger. I don't like making life easy on myself. So for the December 2016 show, I wanted to have over 100 live guests. However, unfortunately, as I mentioned above, Blab no longer existed by this stage. This meant that I had to find some other solutions to make the whole thing work. NB, the only change that I wanted to make for the December 2016 show was to turn it into a digital marketing tip rather than a prediction that the guests shared. I wanted to make it as actionable as possible for the viewers. I'd already been broadcasting regular digital marketing radio shows the previous couple of months live on Facebook, and I decided that broadcasting the whole show on Facebook Live would probably bring me strong audience figures. The challenge was how to bring all the guests in. Facebook Live didn't have any native functionality to bring in guests, and certainly not over 100 of them on the same show. So what I did was to ask all of my guests to join me in a private Google Hangout. I then took that video and audio and combined it with my own video and audio and used specialist online streaming software, vMix, to broadcast the combined video live on Facebook. Unfortunately, there were a few challenges. Everything appeared to be going swimmingly from my end to begin with. However, taking the opportunity to read a few comments from some of the live Facebook viewers, it quickly became apparent that not everything was as it should have been. Apparently those watching live could see and hear me fine. They could see my guests fine too, but not hear them. Not what I needed. This meant that I had to figure out the audio issues and resolve them, plus host a 4-hour video show, all at the same time. Thankfully, I had some help from the fantastic Olga Andrienko from SEMrush over the first 45 minutes or so. Olga jumped in as temporary host while I tried to resolve my technical issues. I eventually fixed the sound gremlins, but I did have a few more technical challenges over the course of the show, meaning that I ended up rebooting the Facebook live stream 3 or 4 times. This meant that my dreams of having thousands of people watch live didn't happen. And it also meant that I wasn't willing to pay to boost the original show recordings on Facebook, bearing in mind the technical challenges that were plain to see. I could have got down about this, but the facts are, as Jeff Sauer said during the show, I don't think anyone else has done this before. I'm doing something unique by bringing over 100 guests onto the same show, giving each guest just 2 minutes to share their top piece of wisdom. No, I should be proud that I'm pushing the boundaries so hard that issues happen along the way. After all, as the old saying goes, it's not how far you fall, but how high you bounce that counts. One thing I learned in my early podcasting days was that you need to be recording your audio and video content in multiple places. And thank goodness that's what I did. My audio and my guest audio were also being recorded on my trusty Zoom H5. And my guest video was also being recorded on YouTube. Although it would be a pain, this meant that I could edit the recordings afterwards to create a much smoother viewing experience. And this, dear reader, is what I'm going to do just after I've finished this book. This book, Digital Marketing in 2017, is a categorized, written reproduction of every single tip shared on that December 2016 show. But, and I hope you agree, it's much better than a transcript. To begin with, I didn't know what my guests were going to share, and in what order. The book means that I have had an opportunity to reorder the guest sequence based upon how each tip fits together. Secondly, I've edited each tip a touch. Not to change the advice given, but to try to ensure that everything reads as well as it can, and to draw a thread through the wonderful advice. I have left in occasional references to the live show where it made sense to leave them in. As I mentioned, as soon as this book is published, it's my intention to publish those edited set of video recordings on digitalmarketingradio.com. Those should be published in February and March 2017. If you're reading this after that period, you should be able to check those recordings out on the website. The additional good news for you though, dear reader, is that I've arranged a very special set of bonuses for you just for reading this book. So if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you sign up for your exclusive bonuses at digitalmarketingradio.com/book. Finally, if you haven't checked out grc.agency and digitalolympus.net, please do so. Johnny Ross, founder of JRC.agency, has been a long-term supporter of Digital Marketing Radio, and he kindly agreed to be one of the publishing partners of this very book. Johnny and his team, special mention to Helen Robinson, have been integral in the production of the content for this book. Check out Johnny's award-winning digital marketing blog over at jrc.agency. And special thanks to Alex Tachlova, founder of digitalolympus.net. Alex provided a few of the guests for the show with her wonderful contacts, and she also helped a great deal with the promotion of the event. Digital Olympus is a quarterly free event with live training sessions from some of the world's leading digital experts. If you haven't signed up for Alex's event yet, I highly recommend that you do so now over at digitalolympus.net. Now, on with the show. You can get your copy of Digital Marketing in 2017, the book, over at digitalmarketingin2017.com. Just scroll down, click on the orange order button, and you can choose from ordering the paperback or the Kindle edition on either Amazon.com or Amazon.co.uk. Then, when you've ordered, come back to digitalmarketingin2017.com to claim your bonuses.